The new English football season has barely started, and already, the headlines are exploding. Arsenal have sent a warning to the Premier League after a stunning 3-0 victory over Manchester City in the Community Shield, the traditional curtain raiser before the league campaign begins. But the big question is not just about the scoreline. Was this the moment Arsenal announced they are ready to take over English football? Or are fans and pundits reading too much into a trophy that is often described as a friendly with silverware? Today, we break down the biggest talking points, the controversy, and what this result really means for both clubs. From the first whistle, Arsenal looked like a team with something to prove. The early goal immediately changed the mood of the game. Instead of a cautious opening, Arsenal came out aggressive, pressing high and forcing Manchester City into mistakes. That was the biggest talking point. Not just the goals, but the performance. For Arsenal supporters, this was exactly the kind of statement they have been waiting for. For years, Manchester City have been the standard in English football. They have dominated possession, controlled big matches, and found ways to win when the pressure was highest. But this time, Arsenal looked confident. They looked physically ready. And most importantly, they looked like a team that believes they can finally go all the way. For Manchester City, the defeat has raised some serious questions. Of course, one match does not decide a season. The Community Shield is not the Premier League title. It is not the Champions League. But football is built on momentum and confidence. And when a dominant team loses heavily in a high-profile match, people immediately start asking questions. Is this simply a slow start? Or are we seeing the beginning of a change in power? City have been the team everyone wants to beat. Their opponents have studied them, copied parts of their style, and searched for weaknesses. Now the challenge is whether City can adapt and respond. Champions are judged by how they react after setbacks. The biggest argument after the match has been about how much this result actually matters. Some fans say, it's only the Community Shield. And they have a point. History is full of teams that won the curtain raiser and failed to win the league. But others argue that these matches matter because they reveal preparation, mentality, and confidence. A trophy is still a trophy. A win against a major rival is still a message. And for Arsenal, the psychological boost could be huge. The real test, however, comes when the Premier League starts and every match carries pressure. So what does this mean for the season ahead? For Arsenal, it creates belief. They have spent years building a squad capable of challenging at the highest level. Now the expectation is changing. They are no longer just the team trying to catch Manchester City. They want to be the team setting the standard. For City, this is a reminder that nothing stays the same forever. Every successful team eventually faces a new challenge. The question is whether this defeat is just a small bump in the road, or a sign that the Premier League landscape is changing. One thing is certain, this was more than just a Community Shield match. It was a psychological battle. Arsenal walked away with a trophy, confidence, and a huge statement. Manchester City walked away with questions, but also with time to answer them. The season is only beginning, and if this match is any indication, the Premier League title race could be one of the most exciting in years. What do you think? Was Arsenal's win a genuine warning to the league? Or are people overreacting to a curtain raiser? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more football stories, controversies, and analysis.